So I came back downstairs and I want to talk a little bit about how life changed after one Thursday, couple 5 months ago, and how my life and everybody else's life basically blew up because of COVID. So it was that Thursday. We all got out of school. It was a full day. No really thought about not coming back tomorrow or the next day. But that did happen. We got home about 3 hours after school ended. We got texts and calls and emails saying school would be closed for the uncertain future. The email went into details saying it may be about 2 weeks school would be closed. And everybody was kind of happy, but but a lot of people were overthinking it, going crazy. And that's normal. When something happens that you're not expecting, your mind races and you try to figure out different things to cope with it. For most kids my age in our school, we thought it as a early break or like a summer thing. And that was cool. We couldn't hang out with anybody really. All our friends were stuck at home. It's a self-quarantine. So did I. And that wasn't fun. I couldn't go to work. I couldn't go anywhere. So it started to get upsetting. Really annoying. I was stuck at home in this basement right now doing basically nothing. And it turned out those 2 weeks felt like a month or two. And then those 2 weeks turned into a month. And for that month, we had no school. People were still going crazy. And I was getting bored and border and border. And a lot of people were too. All sports were basically canceled for upcoming weeks and stuff. And people were trying to figure out things to do. For me, I've watched a lot of TV. I built a lot of things. Played video games, which I usually don't do. And I worked out a lot. That was awesome, working out. It felt a lot better than I usually do. And a lot of people did the things I did. But then we heard that school was going to come back on, and the rest of the year would be online. We wouldn't go back to school. All the stuff that was in there was still in there. We didn't have time to go back and grab our belongings. Those were stuck in the school still. We started our online school, and it was about 3 months left in the school year. So 3 months we did online school. And it was pretty good. It wasn't too long, it wasn't too short. It was pretty perfect. Classes are about 30 minutes long, which was awesome. The homework load was pretty good. Couldn't complain about it. And we just did that. I was still pretty bored because I couldn't do much except for the things I was doing already. So I kept on that roll. Like a ton of other people, they're stuck inside. And then after those 3 months, it was summer. And everybody's plans for the summer got canceled, basically. I was supposed to go to Puerto Rico and build houses. I was also supposed to take some college courses at University of Pennsylvania or Penn State. Those got canceled. So my summer was pretty boring, like everybody else's. And I started going crazy, basically. I couldn't leave this house. I was in this basement for at least 12 to 13 hours a day. And time in one place, not really getting to do anything, really gets to you. And the things I really liked doing for those weeks and weeks before started getting boring. And I needed new things to do, but I couldn't do anything else. And friends I still couldn't see. And it just got more boring and boring. And then I would say 3 weeks before school started up, we got a email saying you have two options: hybrid or all remote. I chose hybrid because I still want to see people, but I also like the time at home. But I want to be able to go places. And I was excited for that. But then I would say a week before school started, they changed their mind and we went all online. And that was punch in the face, basically. I felt defeated because I felt my summer would be repeated over. But I was wrong. It was worse. We have 9 hour Zoom classes, and I feel dead and defeated every day because of it. And I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the year. But whatever does happen, I hope it changes. Because I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but this is just terrible. So, I'm going to try my best for this year. And I hope whatever's happening for me in the future is better than this. But right now, I'm going to do my best to get through it. Because that's all I can do right now. So I'm going to end this video off saying, I'm going to work my hardest now. And I hope in the future, you're working the hardest you can too. Because that's all we can do in life.